Want to go see if she needs help? Let me know. Thanks. So it's a little after 3 a.m. Kind of looks like the bag might be over the head. No. She is a pushing machine. She did it. You did it, princess. There's a bit of a bag on her. Whoa, there we are. Happy birthday, little buddy. Great start to the morning. Got a really good mother. Smaller calf. One thing you notice about them smaller calves, it seems like they start standing up quite a bit faster than the bigger calves. Then they can pop right up, get some drink, which is a pretty important deal for a young calf. Got a little goo on the finger. Hopefully she keeps licking it off. Calf gets up, sucks. I got her a bucket of water, and I am gonna go back to bed.
He's the talker.
Hello. I don't know why I said hello, I meant let's go, but here we go. Come on. Yep.
How much is that doggy in the window?
$5. You can see by looking outside, it's getting pretty nasty. It's snowing a little, it's cloudy, it's windy, and it's about probably 15 degrees this morning. Going forward, the next couple days, the lows are gonna be about -18. That's pretty tough even when you're born in a building and the doors are shut and there's no breeze. You can still have some frozen ears and stuff like that. So with that heifer from last night, we have 22 of them, 11 bulls, 33 critters in total. That's pretty good. We're moving right along. Would you say we're ahead of schedule?
Yep. We had a lot of them bred in the first cycle. Thankful for everyone that's calved up to this point that we don't have to deal with in the cold.
So we're about half done with heifers, and in March, like early March, is when our cows start calving, so then we'll get really busy. Gonna need the hot water again.
I always kind of love it back here. You get out in the open, the wind's blowing like crazy, and we get in our feeding area and it's like there's protection and very little wind, and it's nice to be able to load feed here, and I really like, it's like almost a warm spot in the area because you don't have wind chill.
Wow, 4 buckets. I guess I gotta be a man and take the last 3.
Yeah, Cole, you can either carry 4 buckets or you can carry 1 bucket and a camera.
I did 3 buckets. Making me look bad.
Yep, trying to.
Hello. Watch out, dog. When we know it's going to be a cold night, we back the feed wagon in here. That way our cord to the block heater will reach. That way we know our machine's going to start in the morning. Back in the old days, before some of this fancy technology we got, a lot of the farmers that would need to feed cattle the next day, they just leave their tractor running all night. Then they don't have to worry about it starting the next morning. Oh, no, no, no. May have thrown a couple expletives out there. I'm sorry for that. Holy smokes. I don't think we wrecked something, but so the button for that shop door over there that's in the tractor, for some reason when Dad pushes, well, for some reason it's programmed to open and close that door and this door. So when Dad goes over there to put the machine away, this starts coming down. Well, of course, our sensors are put up in the roof. So when I'm driving, especially backing in, and he pushes that button, it starts shutting that door. Dang near came down and hit my tractor, and it was a mess. Holy smokes. I'm flustered.
You have to hurry.
Well, it started, did you click the button to make it go back up?
No.
Well, it started going back up somehow, so that's what saved us.
Oh.
See,
I don't know. I mean,
I hopped out, all right,
yeah.
hoping I could get there before it started coming down. Well, I didn't put the machine in park, so it was rolling forward, and so it was almost worse than if I would have just stayed in the vehicle, and somehow the door started going back up.
Did it touch anything?
Yes, it hit the scale head, but nothing's.
Holy smokes.
Don't do it again, he says.
I did it 2 days in a row.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me.
There's some more for you. It's cold start season. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to scare about 10 calves out of there that are nice and warm, but we'll make it better for them. And we're doing it earlier in the day, so they'll have time to get back in there before nighttime. Get going, little buddies. Looks pretty nice. Check on the calves over at the South Farm. They're laying low. It's a pretty nice place. Get stuffed under there. All the hay, that'd stay warm. And we do have that barn open, but they're just not quite, they don't got the brain power to figure out how to get in there. Does it feel pretty good down there? Yeah? That's good.
Which brings me to the song of the day. I don't know how it brings me there, but today's song of the day is Eddie Money, Shakin'. Another song with a really nice beat.
It's another song of the day.
Yep.
I wish they'd get out on the days it's warm. Did you do that? Where do you think this came from?
Fragile. I don't know what that means.
Must be Italian.
Oh, reset.
There's my flow divider.
Yep.
Nice.
You got the flange style. Yep.
Don't know what flange means.
And this is heavy.
I'm glad they sent this with it.
The pin.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They sell that separate. Hello. So we got everything kind of laid out here. We gotta put all this stuff on the wire winder. Of course, that's gonna go on the skid loader. There's gonna be hoses that come out of the skid loader and come into this switch valve. Pulling this plunger up and down, it'll allow the oil to either come out one side, which would then go to the cylinders, and the other side, which would then go to my hydraulic motor. This motor we're gonna fashion in such a way that it's running right here. I'm gonna have to do some welding on there, of course. We got a 4-bolt style, and so I'm gonna have to build some sort of manifold here that this will bolt to, and then also make it so 1-inch shaft at the end is somehow connected to this 2 3/8 bar running across. So I was thinking I was maybe gonna cut my own out, cut a key slot, weld that to there, and then fasten the hydraulic motor to it. But I'm just kind of worried that if that circle in the middle isn't just perfectly centered, you know, it's that motor as it's spinning, this thing's gonna want to like move around. Just don't think I can do a good enough job. So I want to run to town. And then I also noticed I cut this side a little too short, like a whole inch short, and so this one's an inch longer, which isn't a big deal, except it really annoys me. So I think I'm gonna end up having to use this pipe for something else. It won't be the end of the world. I just got to take these bolts out. I think I'm going to be done for the day. Go get some materials. Really want to do this right, especially since by the end of it, I'm going to have dang near $2,000 into this build, which is kind of a lot, but buying one of these and it wouldn't be as beefy. They'd save a little money on iron, use some thinner stuff. It would cost about $5,500. So all this hydraulic stuff, this was $250, this was $100, this was $130, and then the 2 cylinders, which for some reason they only sent one, the 2 cylinders was $360, and I got about $500 in steel, so, and then another $100 in shipping. So we're getting close to $2,000. It's going to be more like $1,700. But then that's even before a bunch of fittings and hoses. And then, you know, my time's pretty valuable, so you factor in the $500 an hour that I should get paid. We'll pick it right back up here in a little bit. Not bad. A little wet. This was born last night. Anybody else? Hopefully not. It's a little too cold. Just keep them in. Just hold tight to those babies, girls, for a couple days. It's doing well, but make sure it's dried off. Get it a good start. We're going to throw it in the heater. That's not fun. Here we go. Let's go. Hep, 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 hep. I ran to town yesterday and we devised something up. You might think it's stupid, but... So we got this collar here. It's for a 1-inch shaft and a 1/4-inch key. And so it fits real snug on there. We're going to take that. So snug, don't want to come off. We're going to take that. And I wanted to just have it fit perfectly, but look at all that. So then what we had to do is buy this little sprocket, which will then weld onto there, and then I should be able to get that somewhat centered and weld that on, and then our motor will come on the end pretty nice. So I cut a new one of these, put the spacers on there, and now we're ready to go with this one. Just got to bolt the spacers on this one, and then we're going to work on getting that hydraulic motor mounted on the end here. I think it's coming together pretty well. Next, we're going to cut this in a way that it's a little bit longer. Drill the holes. Of course, we got a lip right here. So something I picked up yesterday was this hole saw type deal. So we're going to use a 2-inch to kind of cut that groove out right there in here so it can sit flush. I'm really excited about this next part. I got this channel iron from a project from like 2 years ago. I'm going to notch it out. You see I cut right there, and that's going to butt up really well right there. Cut it to length, and that'll be a strong way to hold on my hydraulic cylinder. This is going to be somewhat intricate, you know, cutting pieces that need to be the right length, as most of welding projects. That looks pretty wicked. We're gonna cut 2 pieces of channel. I think since we'll have this big piece right here, we can mount my flow adjuster right on there. You like my welding table? Pretty fancy. We got a girl cabin. Yank the cabin. Get out in the barn. Last time I went and checked, she was holding her tail up a little bit, so glad I checked again. She just got a water bag hanging out. We'll check on her in about 20 minutes. My favorite part, over grease and stuff. Did you help? Oh, you did?
It was backwards, and it had a sack over its face and breathe.
Oh, well, it's a good thing it came out then. The calf was born backwards?
I guess so, because she was laying there, and the back feet of the calf were this way. When she got up, the head was on her end, and it had a sack over its head.
Well, it's sitting up and it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yay.
I cleaned its mouth out.
You gave it mouth to mouth?
No, I just cleaned its mouth.
Oh, okay.
Like some places, so I'm not a big fan of it. Which brings me to the song of the day.
Song of the day. I feel like we did one in this video. We started this video yesterday.
Ah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Special edition.
But if we didn't, the song of the day is Aerosmith, Back in the Saddle.
It would have been, but we already had a song of the day.
So then delete, delete, delete.
Getting dang close to being done with this thing. Other than I probably still have another 8 hours in it to go at least, I guess. The final things that need done, the 2 hydraulic cylinders need to be placed. We need the flow control. Lastly, we're gonna put 4 bars running from about here to the end. That way when these spread out, the wire slips off easier. But we're getting there. Oh yeah, and then of course the end pieces that come up. Last thing today, we got one more dose in this tube of optimizer. We'll give this calf some scour protection. That's a nice healthy Black Angus calf. She kind of acts like she could maybe hit me if she was really feeling like it. Thanks for watching, everyone. It's exciting getting that project close to done. Want to get it on there, use the functions, and definitely gonna pull out some fence this next spring and summer. Had a couple healthy calves. Everything's looking good. We got 3 more days of cold weather, and then we're gonna be back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s later into next week. Ellie hopes to see you next time. Have a good one. Happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you.
You don't look a day over 21.
Perfect. That's what I'd like to hear.